Chapter 7. Not only so, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not disappoint us, because God has poured out his love into our hearts by the Holy Spirit, whom he has given us. Romans 5 3 to 5. You will never walk again, the doctor pronounces gravely. The patient at first refuses to believe this is happening. Then slowly their already wounded spirit caves into itself in defeat. For the rest of their lives, many handicapped people willingly accept their wheelchair sentences, not realizing that they have other possible options. There are many ways to accomplish a goal, particularly if we have open, inquisitive minds and are willing to risk the unknown challenges that wait on the path to adventure. One such person is my friend Rusty. Rusty arrives early at the dive boat. As usual, he is eager to get out to sea. His girlfriend helps him wheel aboard, while I shoulder his dive gear. During most of our short voyage out to the Channel Islands, Rusty is at the bow watching for dolphins. At mid-morning, we anchor in a sheltered bay. The rest of the divers are quickly in the water. It will take Rusty a bit longer to get ready, but he prefers it that way. He carefully goes over his scuba equipment and won't accept any help getting ready. He says it is part of his discipline because he had to work very hard and even suffer some physical pain to become a scuba diver. Several years earlier, Rusty was in a terrible automobile accident. He lost both legs, an eye, and most of one arm. The doctor said he would be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Rusty didn't believe it and was determined to prove otherwise. After donning his tank, Rusty crabs awkwardly to the ladder, then tumbles over the side of the boat. I leap in an instant behind him. There is that initial shock as our wetsuits fill with cold water, which our bodies quickly warm. Rusty looks over and grins. Weightless again. I love it, he declares happily. At the surface, we do a quick buddy check. Then Rusty leads the way downward. He is surprisingly graceful, considering he has only one swim fin attached to the stump of a leg. He wears a webbed glove on his one good arm to give him added propulsion and steerage. Underwater, a diver doesn't swim, he flies. Lacking gravity, Rusty and I soar through the upper branches of a giant kelp forest. Slowly we weave our way downwards, swimming through a school of colorful fish to the reef below. Rusty flips on a helmet light so he can peer into the reef's dark crevices, where he discovers a friendly Monterey eel. These shy creatures, despite a fearsome appearance, are relatively harmless. Opening a plastic bag full of dried dog food, Rusty begins to hand feed the eel. Dozens of reef fish rush in to share, much to Rusty's delight. As I look at my dive buddy with all his finned friends, I wonder what the doctor would say if he could see him now. Maybe the next time he had to say, "You will never walk again," he might hopefully add, "but you could fly." It is not the strength of our bodies that counts. Rather, it is the strength of our convictions. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:31.